Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Teman-teman, balik lagi sama Cantik Ngevlog. Dan sekarang Eceu lagi ada di sekolah. Dan sekarang kebetulan lagi break. And we're gonna be discussing something related to our study, early childhood care. And right next to me, I have a guest, a special guest.
From England?
From England. Internationally, no. She's my classmate. And you probably wanted to introduce yourself to my viewers.
Hey guys, I'm Sinead.
Hi. Yeah, so I have Sinead next to me. So we're going to be just discussing a little bit of our study, early childhood, because most of people in Indonesia doesn't really have the idea about what this study is all about. Yeah, so we're just going to giving you a little bit of idea about our study. And first, I have a few questions, and we're going to be having some kind of interview. I ask her questions, and then Sinead will answer. Okay, so let's go on the first question. Are you ready, Sinead?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I originally came to Australia just on a long travel experience.
Yeah.
I didn't intend to stay here for this long.
Really?
Yes, but because Australia is such an amazing country,
I know.
The lifestyle is amazing.
The beaches.
Yeah, the beaches, the weather, and just the general like atmosphere.
Yeah.
I feel like it beats
attracts you,
England.
yes.
Yeah, that was the main attraction for me.
Okay.
And then in terms of me deciding to do the early childhood diploma, that just coincided with the job that I'd done in England,
What was it?
was a speech and language teaching assistant.
Oh, wow.
In a school in London, in a primary school.
So it's actually the industry that you are really familiar with.
For sure.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right, that's very understandable.
Yeah.
The second question.
I'm currently working for a teaching agency.
Okay.
I don't know whether I'm allowed to say the name of the
That's
agency
okay.
because I've not obviously given them pre-warning. But yeah, I work for an agency working in after school daycare.
Really?
Yeah, so I do that on a Wednesday, Thursday and a Friday because Mondays and Tuesdays is full day of study.
Yeah, study.
So I do that, which is basically just going to a school preparing food, and then when the children come, we give them food, and then we work out, we do activities with them.
For how many hours a day?
So it's just 4 hours a day.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 o'clock until 6 p.m.
Okay.
But I've worked in 2 schools, so one day I might be here and another day I'll be at another school, and both of them are completely different in terms of in what they need.
Yeah.
One school is more nurturing and the other school is just very much more independent.
Okay. It has something to do with the Montessori curriculum? No?
To do what?
Montessori?
No, it just depends. No, it's just their upbringing, their family life.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's like like an after school what is it, activity, right?
Yeah, so it's just after school care. So if the parents obviously are working late, then they can they pay however much, and they put the child into the service.
Oh, okay.
And then obviously there's educators there to assist the children and stuff. One school is like over 40 children, and another school is a very small service, which there is about 20 students.
Right.
Yeah.
So how is the study helps you with a real work setting in this matter?
Yeah, because our tutor always gives us a lot of advice and information and tips on how to deal with certain situations. So listening to that sort of information, and then we can actually put it into practice to see whether it does work or whatever, and a lot of the time it does work.
I agree.
So I guess in terms of and learning about the EYLF, which I'm sure you will address.
Yes.
Little dance.
So we actually do have some kind of guidelines.
Yeah, it's like a curriculum. For Australia.
So that is actually covered all the materials in every childcare schools.
Yeah.
With the early years learning framework and the school age, I think, right? The school age framework, because it's completely two different framework. But now our study is learning about the early years only. So yeah, it helps us a little bit of to experience something, to work in the center, especially
it's almost like our rules of how to teach and what's gonna benefit the children.
Yeah.
It's like a guideline to how to teach the children and the benefits of what the children do need and the requirements.
Right, I agree. So that was the question number 2, and then move on to question number 3.
But I feel like with this study we are prepared.
Yeah.
So we know that it's not just about nappy changing and it's just cleaning up after the children. We know it's not based on that. We know that within the study and with our experience that we do have, that there's more to it in terms of
everything.
In terms of everything, exactly. You're constantly being a role model of how to do things, how to behave, showing the right thing from the wrong thing.
Exactly.
You know, always being nurturing and reassuring to children, even if they are doing the wrong thing. You know, and you're always trying to think from a child's mind. You know, like what could be the triggers? Why is the child feeling this way? You know, like.
So you are, as an adult, you are more reserved. You know.
Yeah.
As we are knowing a little bit of knowledge about the early years education.
Well, not only that as well, but because we've all been children before as well. You know.
Yes. We're experienced.
Yeah. So you know, if you're not doing the right thing, just remind yourself of the times of when you were a child.
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah. So it's what is it like? It helps us to settling the children in some sort of situations as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So I noticed that after I take this study, like I agree that what Shanit says, it helps us to how do you say, like more aware.
More awareness. Yeah. Of course, definitely.
With the children's world.
Yeah.
And I'm happy.
It makes us more aware of the needs as well of what the children.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
I agree. Yeah. So this is our second term, right?
Second term.
Yeah. But how far do you think this study will take you in terms of working with children? Like, do you think that you still need to know a lot of things? But do you think
I feel like working within this industry, you will always want to learn more.
Yeah.
And every day we will be learning more. But in terms of like this course, and I always knew that I wanted to work within this industry. So obviously having like a certificate is only going to work in my favour. And it's a job that you can do around the world. You know, so I've obviously had experience doing it in England. And it is a little bit different to how it is done here. And I guess because I've got intentions of wanting to explore the world a little bit more, then, you know, like gaining more teaching strategies or whatever like that is definitely going to benefit me and help me learn different approaches and stuff.
Especially when you're becoming a mother in the future.
Oh, maybe.
First
I was like, what, am I pregnant?
Have you thought about that? Like, if you are becoming a mother, like if you're a mother in the future, and then you have this knowledge, that would be really beneficial for you as well.
Definitely, but at the same time, I've heard as well, like you teaching may be completely different to how you are a mother. Yeah, this is what I've heard.
Yeah.
You know, like it was just the talks of that, like letting a child experience common sense for themselves, but as that mother and then motherly instincts, you're not going to let your child go and do that because you don't want your child to hurt themselves.
Yeah.
But then how are they going to gain common sense? How are they going to gain the knowledge of not to do that again?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
So we're not going to be using the national equality standards on raising a child. No.
On your own child. I don't know. To the certain aspects of it, but you're not going to abide by that step by step when it's your own child, because you have a complete different relationship with each other.
Exactly, I agree. But well, at least now I know. Now I know the knowledge.
You've always known the knowledge.
Yeah. But let's be prepared for being a mother. Still a long journey, but at least we got like a base. Yeah, at least
every little helps.
Exactly. So we come to the last question.
Okay. Definitely. For sure.
Yeah.
Because it's a very rewarding job.
I agree.
You know, like it's just a very rewarding job, and when I did teach speech and language, for me that job role specifically, so rather than an educator or whatever like that, that job role specifically was always about reaching targets and graduation and this, that and the other, and you know, a program specifically designated for that child. And for me was more purpose and it more rewarding, and ideally if I can do that role again, that is 100% a role that I would like to go back now. But yeah, in terms of me being fulfilled with this job, absolutely.
Yeah. So,
and I love children because they're so happy. And I'm a little bit like a child sometimes.
And make us even always young.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, Sinead, we'll covered every questions. Thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for having me.
You did a good job.
How do I say something in Indonesian?
Terima kasih.
Bermakasih. Yeah? No?
Terima kasih.
Claim ya? No?
It's like says thank you.
Say it.
Terima
kasih.
Okay.
Terima kasih.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, Sinead is doing a really good job. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to like this video, comment below if you have any ideas about contents that are coming, and subscribe my channel, share this information if you thought it's going to be beneficial for you, okay? Me and Sinead signing off. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dadah.